What's going on, YouTube? Ferocity here. Hope you guys are doing well. Today I want to talk about carry forward in Black Ops 7. Now, nothing is official. Nothing's really been talked about from Treyarch or from Activision. I'm assuming we'll hear about it in the coming weeks. But it is something I've seen brought up within the community itself. People are speculating about it. And that's what I want to do here. I want to speculate about its return. There was a lot of praise for it in MW3. And it makes sense for a company that needs to earn praise from their community to bring it back once again for Black Ops 7. Especially considering the fact that both MW3 and Black Ops 7 already have some similarities. So why not just repeat what worked the first time? But before we dive any deeper into this, I do want to ask you guys to comment down below and let me know if you liked the carry forward system in MW3. And if you'd like to see it come to Black Ops 7. Would love to hear those thoughts down below. So before we really dive into the prospect of this returning for Black Ops 7, let's first discuss what carry forward is. Well, for the first time in Call of Duty's history, MW3 decided to do something drastic, do something monumental. They decided to implement the carry forward system, which brought weapons, attachments, maps, and cosmetics from MW2 into MW3. So all the progress you made on your weapons for MW2, every attachment you unlocked, carried over with you. And not only that, all the cosmetics you purchased came with you as well. Sounds like a pretty good deal, right? All that money wasn't left behind in the previous game, only usable in Warzone. It now was available to you in multiplayer. Seemed like a pretty good deal. And honestly, the idea behind bringing all these weapons and all these attachments surely would add depth to the game. And that's what a lot of people said about it. Oh, from day one, we had all these weapons, all these attachments. There was so much more choice for the player. But as time went on, people found out that the MW3 weapons and attachments were simply better. It proved to be too difficult to balance all the weapons from MW2 with all the weapons from MW3. It was a lot of work. But what did work was the cosmetic carryover. What did work was all the maps from MW2 coming to MW3 and actually playing better on MW3. That is one of the best parts of the carry forward system that I will tip my hat to Sledgehammer for. Bringing those MW2 maps showed just how bad MW2 was from a gameplay perspective. In my opinion, they simply just played better on MW3, and it provided a lot more map choice for Modern Warfare 3 as well, which is great. But I do want to go back to that weapon thing for 1 second. I do not believe that it added more depth to the game. It just added more bloat. Towards the end of MW3's life cycle, they had hundreds of weapons and thousands of attachments. And frankly, it didn't make the gameplay more diversified. It just didn't. People flocked to what was in the meta and people flocked to what they were comfortable with. More often than not, it was MW3 weapons. So when it was announced that there was going to be no carry forward from MW3 to Black Ops 6, some people were disappointed right out the gate. But I kind of see why. Black Ops 6 decided to do that. They didn't want hundreds of different weapons in their game, thousands of different attachments. It just didn't make sense. But the one thing I agreed with the community on was the cosmetic side of things. Now, Black Ops 6 said at the time, Treyarch said that they wanted to keep their game more grounded when it came to the cosmetics. But we know now that that isn't true. So cosmetics should have carried forward, especially considering the fact that they carry forward in Warzone, but for whatever reason, not in multiplayer. I guess they just wanted a little bit more money. So this all might sound like I am in favor of them doing carry forward again for Black Ops 7. But that's not how I actually feel. I do not want to see carry forward in Black Ops 7 if I've got to be 100% honest. First and foremost, from a weapon perspective, again, like I said with MW3, I didn't feel like it provided more depth. It just adds to more bloat. I mean, look at Warzone right now. What are the most popular weapons? They're the ones in Black Ops 6, not the ones that were used in MW2 or MW3. Same thing is going to happen next year when Black Ops 7 comes in. The Black Ops 7 weapons are going to be highlighted and the other ones are going to fall by the wayside. So while you think there's more options, in reality, there really isn't. It's just more bloat. It's content to say there's content. And the same thing goes with the maps. Yeah, it was cool that we saw a bunch of MW2 maps come over to MW3. And yeah, they did play better. But MW3's best maps were the Modern Warfare 2 remastered maps from 2009, and a lot of the original maps that MW3 made for that game. Maps like Meat and Rio and Greece, those maps were the maps I remember. Those are the ones that are synonymous for me with Modern Warfare 3. So why would I want to see that in Black Ops 7? Yeah, we could bring a few maps from Black Ops 6 for sure, but which ones? Like, there aren't really that many good maps. All the maps I'd want to see brought over are ones that are remastered from older games. Firing Range, Hacienda, Fringe. Like, those are the maps I'd like to see carry forward. Not original maps like Skyline or Scud or Red Card or Lowtown. Because the maps just aren't that good. And it's not like Black Ops 7 is going to be that much different from Black Ops 6. Like, Modern Warfare 3's movement is far different than what Modern Warfare 2 had, because they were two different studios working on it. This is all coming from the same studio. It's just going to be some sort of progression on the Omni movement system. So it's not like the maps are going to all of a sudden become better. It's just not going to happen. So I'd rather they focus on making Black Ops 7 maps as good as they possibly can be, instead of relying on a lot of the content that we already don't like. I know some people will be sad there isn't going to be Stakeout in Black Ops 7, and honestly, that's probably the map that they're going to bring over first, because all of the brain rot players need their brain rot map to brain rot on. But we don't need it. The game doesn't need it. It should be able to stand alone on its own merits, on its own content. That's my honest belief here. Let's allow these games to have different identities, unique identities, not have to lean on one another. Which leads me to the final point of the carry forward system, cosmetics. I know there's going to be a lot of people that want to see their Black Ops 6 operators and bundles carry forward into Black Ops 7. I don't think they should. Simple as that. I know that I was in favor of it between MW2 and MW3. It seemed to more or less make sense. But now, I think it'll be more of a detriment to the game than a benefit. Because the way I see cosmetics in Black Ops 6 is jarring, immersion breaking, and makes me not want to play the game. I don't want to see Beavis and Butthead in Black Ops 7. I don't want to see Stan Smith and Roger in Black Ops 7. I don't want to see Ninja Turtles in Black Ops 7. I know this sounds like I'm siding with Activision, but honestly, this is me just more or less taking a stand that we shouldn't be buying cosmetics. We shouldn't be buying glorified NFTs for an annual release game, because at any point they can take that away from us. Yes, it'll always live on with the game you purchased it for, but frankly, is that really what you care about? Oh, I got to use this skin for a couple months until the next new shiny skin came out. Like, that's why I don't really understand rushing to buy cosmetics in Call of Duty. Unless, of course, you're a Warzone player, it makes a little bit more sense there. But at any point, they can just take those cosmetics away like they did with Warzone 1, where they shut down the servers and the access to all of those cosmetics you used to have are completely gone now. Really good job. So while it sounds like I'm in favor of Activision here, no, I'm just trying to actually save you from yourself. Instead of spending and supporting this franchise with hundreds or thousands of dollars, stop spending money on it. Simple as that. Because it's not leading to better games. So I don't want to see cosmetics come over to Black Ops 7, because it'll probably turn me off the game. I don't want my first match to be filled with a bunch of cel-shaded operators along with a bunch of Ninja Turtles. That's not Call of Duty for me. And I know for some of you, you love it, but like, you're not going to have as many players. You're just not. It's turning more players away than it's bringing in. I don't know too many players that are like, wow, I have to play Call of Duty now that there's characters from American Dad in it. It just leads to the game feeling more cartoonish and less like itself. I know that the joke has been made that Call of Duty doesn't have much of an identity anymore, but maybe it needs to return to having one. Maybe it needs to try to create more of an immersive experience, because they've really failed with that. And as a result, they're turning players away. So those are my thoughts on this. This is where I lie when it comes to carry forward coming to Black Ops 7. Even though I don't want to see it, even though I think it would be more to the detriment of the game, I think we still see it. I think Treyarch decides that this is the best way forward and they'll move everything over. They just will. It worked for MW3. It gave them some brownie points with the community. And that's where we're going to stand. Again, these games aren't made for me. I understand that. I acknowledge that. So I will be disappointed if it happens, and I'll be surprised if it doesn't. So those are my thoughts. I'd love to hear your thoughts on my thoughts. So leave a comment down below to let me know if you think I'm in the right here or if I'm in the wrong. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Let me know in the comment down below. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for the support on recent videos. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.